I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
All right. Why the hell not? As long in the tooth as I am, I can tell you most men who pick up a sword know little or nothing of it. So it's best to just forget about any tricks and simply send them to the ground with one quick slash. Would you like me to show you?
Aye, that sounds good. I'll gladly learn it when I have the coin to pay you. I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
All right. Why the hell not?
Captain, what'll happen with that robber baron from Apollonia now that we've captured him?
You mean Gules? He'll stay with us. Lord Samine has already taken him on.
Why did he take on a bandit? I have to admit, he's a skillful swordsman, but he's still just a common bandit.
Not so common. They say he's of noble birth, so Lord Samine didn't have much choice.
Do you think you can trust him?
Don't worry. If Gules doesn't prove himself, Lord Samine won't trust him.
Such a good swordsman could prove to be quite handy.
True. If he proves himself, that is.
Then how should he do that?
Clearly, we didn't wipe out his old gang of bandits in Apollonia. So he's got to catch the rest of his people that are still on the rampage.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Have you already taken care of your band?
Don't you start with that too.
So you didn't.
After you attacked me in Apollonia? I'm so battered I can hardly wipe my own arse. Old man Samine will just have to be a bit more patient.
What if I helped you?
Well, well. Someone fancies himself.
I can handle a few footpads.
These aren't any ordinary footpads. They're a bunch of the most depraved whoresons I've ever met. Would you dare to take them on?
Yeah. Just tell me what I need to do.
So listen up. From what I've heard, there's another 4 of those scum roaming the countryside. I'd bet my boots that a few more will hitch up with them in time, so it won't be easy. You can start with Canker.
Canker? Interesting name. Why is he called that?
He already had that name when he joined us. I reckon they started calling him that on account of how he's rotten to the core.
What do you know about his band?
Not much. We've never seen them all together, so I can't even tell you how many of them there are. But there won't be many. Canker has never dared tackle anything too big. Usually just some poor souls on their travels.
Where can I find him?
I don't know. I only know that he and his band were ambushing travellers on the road from Troskovitz to the Nabarkov mill.
So how do you want to find him then?
Easy. I'd wait for him to find me. With a little luck, he'll ambush you in one of those places too. Or one of his people will.
You don't have a better idea?
What did you expect? That I'd search the whole forest for him? Go ahead and try and find him that way, if you like. But I think you're more likely to roll straight 6s and dice.
That's enough for me.
Well, good luck, lad. Oh, and I almost forgot. When you're done, bring me Canker's mace. As proof.
I'll think about it.
It was good to see you, my friend.
That looks like a merchant's wagon that's been ambushed. Maybe it was Canker. Gules said Canker was robbing people in this gorge.
Do it! Fall down! Fuck!
Show what you're made
Lord be with you.
I took care of Canker.
Seriously? So you brought me his mace like I told you to?
Of course. Here you go.
Yeah, that's it. Canker's best mate. Just as filthy and slimy as its owner. Good job, Henry. Here you go. It's not much, but I won't get any more than that out of old Samine for the job.
Who's next?
Hold your horses, lad. Those bastards have to be tracked down. Give me some time.
Fine. I'll stop by later.
Farewell. What? I'm sorry. Greetings. Greetings to you, friend. Lord be with you.
Well, do you know where I can find the next scoundrel from your gang?
Aye, I do. Handsome Charlie's next. Are you ready?
Of course. Why else would I be here? Handsome Charlie, you say? Curious name. How did he come by it?
He's a real looker. He always loved wearing his finest. Beautiful dyed coats, shiny boots. Even in the forest, he looked like he was off to a wedding. And most importantly, he always wore a fancy cap. He rarely even took it off to sleep. You know what? Once you've taken care of him, bring me his cap so I know you're not lying.
Still distrustful, eh?
Always, lad. It's what has kept me alive this long.
You weren't very fond of him, eh?
He's a slimy snake. I caught him trying to turn my own people against me behind my back. So I ran him off.
Do you know where he's been robbing? So that I know where to look for him.
No need to search for him. He recently tricked a bunch of starving charcoal burners in the woods near Kurchak Pond into working for him. Now we've been robbing with them all around the area. They didn't even bother setting up a new camp.
Well, what am I supposed to do with the charcoal burners?
Well, if they stand up to you, you won't have much of a choice.
Can't I spare them? Since Charlie's just pulling the wool over their eyes.
Suit yourself. But you're right, they're surely no cutthroats. Maybe getting rid of Charlie will be enough. God knows what he's promised those fellas, but I doubt they'd stay loyal to him after he's dead. They won't know what to do without him anyway, and they'll scatter.
So I should challenge him to a duel.
You heard one too many tales about knights as a boy, I see. Charlie might dress like a nobleman, but he's nothing but a common bloody footpad. He's not one to take pride in fighting fair. You could try it, but you'd have to be bloody convincing to get him to agree to it.
I'll take care of him.
It was good to see you, my friend.
What's that? Leave me alone, you nobody. I ain't gonna talk to the likes of you.
Look, let's just forget this happened before it gets any worse.
You think I'm afraid of you? Leave me alone.
I'm sorry. I'll gladly pay for the damages.
All right. But I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Where can I find Handsome Charlie?
What's it to you?
If you lead me to him, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Believe me, it'll be better this way.
All right. Follow me. But no sudden moves, or we'll take you out.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
You're Handsome Charlie.
There are them that call me that.
I bring a message from Gules.
That fucker's still breathing, eh? That's news to me. What does he want?
Your head. And I'm to deliver it.
Then you're in the right place. But you shouldn't have come here alone.
I came alone to challenge you to an honorable duel.
Why should I soil my hands with the likes of you? That's what my men are for. Even if they are just a bunch of thick-headed charcoal burners.
So that you keep face in front of them. Do you really think they'll keep listening to you once they see you're nothing but hot air?
What did you say? Stand back and nobody move. This piece of shit is mine. You swine! Alert! To arms! I've been waiting for you.
Lord be with you.
I took care of Charlie. He's dead.
I reckon he's not so handsome now, is he? I'm glad that fucker's dead. Did you bring me a souvenir like we talked about?
I've got it right here. Hope I didn't get any blood on it.
Aye, that's the one. Oh, that bastard really had good taste. But I don't plan on wearing it. Someone might mistake me for him and stab me in the back.
I'll take it. It would be a shame for it to sit in the bottom of a trunk somewhere.
Be my guest. But if you end up with a dagger in your gut because someone mistook you for Charlie, don't come crying to me.
So what now? I reckon I'll have to wait again, won't I?
Aye, unfortunately. Give me a day or two, then I'll know where to send you. Take care for now.
Good day.
Greetings.
Thing you're here, Henry. I've got something for you.
From Semi?
Not this time. It's from the charcoal burners. They said you spared them, and they wanted to pay you back. It's not much, but it's all they could scrounge up.
I didn't expect that at all. I thought I'd never see them again.
See? Folk can surprise you.
Do you know who's next?
Well, if you've got the time, I know where you can find Jonny the Gob.
I've got time to go after him.
I see.
Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. You knew him better than the others, didn't you?
Knew him. Jonny was my right-hand man. Can't even count how many times we saved each other's asses. And now his is in a sling.
What should I bring back this time?
His shield, I reckon. There's no other like it.
What's the Gob like? Tell me about him.
What can I tell you? He's just the best. He's a mountain of a man. A hell of a warrior. Bloody smart, too. But he's too old and too proud to give up on his craft and go and rest on his laurels. I like the bloke. I really do. He deserves to die in peace, with a woman in his arms, not being hunted down like some vermin.
How many men did you send with him?
7 of our most experienced. And well-armed.
Where can I find the Gob?
You know what's funny? If I hadn't sent him out on an errand just before you got to Apollonia, you'd have got us both.
Where did he send him?
Just a little ways off, to the bank of Rock Tower Pond. There's an abandoned hut there, from what I've heard. He and his people are still there.
Why did you send him to a hut by the pond?
Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. We wanted to see if anything got left behind.
I know exactly where it is. You didn't have anything to do with it, did you?
No, I told you. I only heard about it. Some band of outsiders has been wreaking havoc in the area for some time now.
Do you know who they are?
No idea. But I reckon they're no ordinary thieves. They don't care about the silver.
So what do they want?
Lord knows. Must be some higher goal. Those types are the worst.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. I have a favour to ask of you. You know, Jonny was a stand-up bloke, and it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me, and he has a bum leg. It would be dishonourable to kill someone like that, you know.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead, but I beg you, don't kill him.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse, but yours and his as well.
Aye. But he doesn't deserve the same death as those whoresons Charlie and Canker. Unlike those other bastards, Jonny never betrayed me. Surely I don't have to explain to you how rare that is among bandits.
For all I know, one footpad is just like another. I don't see any reason why I should spare this one.
You don't know shit, lad. But I ain't gonna beg you on my knees. Do what you want.
Fucking animal! I'll hack you to ribbons!
Beautiful.
We're going to gut you, you horse son!
Somebody kill that fucking mutt!
Gules sent me.
What? Why should I believe you?
Please. Just surrender, and I'll spare you.
That's right. I've been... Oh! Hey, get him! I'm all yours. What do you want? Show what you're made of.
I surrender.
Try that on me.
Enough.
I yield. Mercy.
Surrender. It's not worth it.
All right. I surrender.
Finally, you've come to your senses. I didn't come here to kill you.
No? Then what the hell do you want from me?
You need to get out of here and never come back.
Why? Why would you let me live?
Thank Gules for that. He asked me to spare you. Unlike the rest of your mates.
That old git. So, Semin got to him after all. Well, it was to be expected. I knew there would come a time when we'd be standing on opposite sides. But for him to put a good word in for me like that... Thanks, lad.
Don't mention it. But I'll need your shield as proof.
Right, here you go.
And another thing. Gules told me he sent you to take a look around here. Did you find anything left over from the ambush?
Unfortunately not. Everything of value was already gone. A few fellas were still searching the place.
Wait, you caught them there?
Aye. There were some sort of guards. One of my men followed them all the way to their camp. Here in the cliffs, over the pond.
Fine. That's enough for me. Now you should get going. You can't show your face here in the region again. Otherwise you'd land both me and Gules in hot water.
Who's that creeping around? What is it? You're not allowed here! Good afternoon.
I took out the Gob's band.
Well, well. Nice work, lad. And what about the, request I made? Did you think about it, at least?
Hey, you're not allowed here. Hurry up, get out.
I did what you asked.
Aye? And you spoke with him?
Just for a bit.
And what did he say?
That you're an old git.
That's just like him. Thanks, Henry.
Surprised.
Aye. That you actually listened to me. It's hard to surprise an old goat like me. But you managed it. And you took his shield?
I've got it.
Aye.
Go away.
That's
You
it.
can't be here.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep it.
It's yours, Henry.
What'll it be?
I wanted to keep it as a reminder of the good times I had with Jonny. But I reckon it's enough to know he's still alive.
Thanks. What now?
Hurry up, get out.
Who's the last one?
I saved the worst one for last. Casper. Only you'll have to wait a few days before I find him.
Get out.
It was good to see you, my friend.
It's late. What do you want from me?
Have you found Casper yet?
I did. But Henry, be very careful. There's a reason I left Casper for last. The man is a real beast. I just wanted to be sure you had it in you.
And you reckon I do?
Aye. I hope so. What about you? Think you can take him on?
I do.
Then listen up, lad. His band is one of the biggest. But it's not just about them. Casper himself is deadly in his own right. A real beast, like I said. A vicious, cruel bastard who'll stop at nothing to get his way.
Great. Do you at least know how to get to him?
Unfortunately not. I'd love to help you, but I don't know how. I've always been a bit leery of the fucker myself.
Where should I look for Casper and his band?
From what I hear, they've holed up in a forest near Apollonia. Be careful. The rocks are treacherous. It's easy to lose your way, even in broad daylight. And if you go there at night, be bloody careful, you hear?
Aye. I understand. Why is he hiding there, of all places?
Weren't you listening? It'll be bloody hard to find them there. And to make it there unnoticed will be damned near impossible. What's more, I heard they recently got their hands on a fine bit of loot, so I guarantee they'll be keeping close watch over it.
This is starting to sound more and more like a suicide mission.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I believe in you, lad.
One more time. Where exactly is Casper's camp?
At the edge of Apollonia.
So this Casper of yours, what can you tell me about him?
He's a greedy old bastard, I'll tell you that. He'll sell his own soul for a couple of groschen, and he don't trust nobody. You touch his money, and you might as well dig your own grave.
And there's still people left in his gang.
Laugh all you want, lad. I once saw him kill a man in cold blood, just because he thought he'd skimmed off the loot.
And did he?
No. They didn't find anything. But it didn't make much of a difference to the poor dead bloke.
That's everything I need to know. Wait, one more thing. What do you want me to bring you of his?
I'd trust you now, even if you didn't bring anything back. But since you asked, bring me his gold ring. You'll know it when you see it. Big and square.
Have a soft spot for trinkets, do you? Didn't expect that of you.
That fucker put it on every time he wanted to bash someone's teeth in. The edges are quite sharp, and I've got an old souvenir from him myself, just under my ear.
All right. If I come back in one piece, I'll bring you Casper's ring.
You're a dead man! Alert! To arms!
Mutt! Come here! Come here! Mutt!
Get ready to...
Do it!
You want to try me?
Light him up!
Let him have it. I'll shoot you an extra asshole.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! We'll have it!
Show what you're made of!
Burn in hell!
Fuck you!
Casper is with the Lord now.
That's the last flea out of the mattress. Good job, Henry. What about the ring? Did you got it?
I've got it here.
Aye, that's the one. Nice and shiny. It matches my eyes, don't you think?
Do you think I could have it?
I don't know. I was going to keep it for myself, since the bastard left a scar on me with it. But all right, you rid the world of that bastard, so I suppose you deserve it.
Thanks, Gules. If Casper was the last of your band, then we've got them all.
Indeed. The local lords can rest easy once again.
And what about you?
Aye. Me too, for that matter. If you hadn't taken care of them, it'd just be a matter of time before they came to take me out. I'm nothing but a bloody turncoat to them now. And the punishment for that is harsh. On both sides. So thanks, Henry.
What's next for you?
Now, serving Lord Sameen. Now that I've put my past to rest, hopefully he'll be able to trust me.
That'll be quite the change, no?
Yeah, it sure will. I just wonder if I'm not too old, if it's not too late for me already. I don't know if I can get used to it, but I reckon we'll see.
I appreciate your thanks, but I'd say I deserve a reward for this as well.
Don't worry. Lord Sameen gave me something to give you after you'd finished. Here you go.
Now that's more like it. Well, I suppose this is goodbye.
Maybe we'll see each other at Sameen's wedding. And if not, come and see me anytime. You're good, Henry, I'll give you that. But there are still things I can teach you.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Show me a few wrestling holds.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Greetings.